Alright guys, today is December 2, 2025 and I will be um I'm gonna be yapping a little bit again. Honestly, I am not proud with how I traded today, even though I am in the green. It's ideally not what you want as a consistent trader to be taking this many trades. Like I said, I'm challenging myself to take at least 1 to 2 trades a day, and honestly, it has not been working out. I have been breaking that rule, and yet I've been in the green, which I really don't like because in the long run, it's not gonna work out that way. And I'm just disappointed. Yeah, I'm just glad that I have a green day. I can't really complain. Yeah. So once I exit this, you'll see how disappointing it is. I took bang 7 trades. Okay, 7 trades, 3 wins, 3 losses, 1 break even. I'm just gonna go over my thought process. Right here, we have a 1 hour gap and a 1 hour high. We have an hour high here. We have our London low here, and we just have a low here. Um, so yeah, those are my draws. If um, I see movement towards that, then I will take it. If I see displacement towards. But yeah, so coming in today, actually, my first draw was this high. But I do trade at work, and I was late at work, and market open is right when I get to work. So I actually missed out on this long. That was the ideal trade, right? We trade lower, market opens. We were at low, we edged this, and then we literally displace like all these candles. We displace within 3 minutes. So ideally, your entries here, right here. Um, we're gonna try to target a 1 to 1 to this. So maybe your stops around here. That's the ideal trade. If I was coming to the morning, nice and quick, you could have even held to your other highs, right? And so boom. I didn't take that, but I took this L. Now, why did I take this L? Um, I think that we were displacing so high, like way too much. We've been on a bullish trend, which I shouldn't have went against. Like, don't ever go against the trend if anything, especially if the higher time frame is bullish. So that's what I learned with this trade. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. We still had London lows. It was just an L to take, and for this to be the L of like my first trade on a funded, it kind of sucks. So it's like, okay, um, we completely, right when I entered, we completely uh, displaced. We inversed this gap as well, and we just continued to these highs. So I was like, okay, fine, I'm gonna take this long. We still have this draw. If the draw is correct, we're just gonna hit this. And so, um, what was I take? What was I trying to do here? I think I was trying to extend this to this, which obviously I shouldn't be doing, but I'm just gonna check something real quick. If it was a, yeah, 1 to 1 would have hit. So um, this was a stop profit win. It's over here where my stops were. So it was literally, this is the trade. That's basically the trade. It's somewhat a 1 to 1. I think my stops were here. But yeah, so 1 win, one L. So I'm break even on the account. I took this L. Um, honestly, we swept these highs already, and I saw this displacement, which I could have entered off, and my position would have been safer if I entered somewhere here, like this, targeting these lows possibly. and then boom, obviously this is hindsight. We want to gain more experience on how this model works, but yeah, so a 3RR would have been amazing, but I did get stopped out and I took this L. I just wanted price to go lower to those like I said, London lows, because we moved bullish too much. Again, trying to go against the trend. Um, what I did see is on the higher time frame there was a bearish SMT. That's why I'm also taking this short. This was also part of the SMT. This was still in the SMT, and I was like, okay, bet. Took another L, and I was thinking, damn, what the hell am I doing? Right? What am I truly doing? And so I was thinking of logging out at this point because um, I was break even on the count. Now I'm short, like I'm on the reds. I still wanted to see a green, right? And so I took another trade. Now this trade was a lot better than my previous trades. We had a high time frame bearish SMT, and then we made a low time frame bearish SMT, and I immediately saw that. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll take this trade one last time. If I truly take the L on this, I am gonna lock out, right? So I took this trade. Um, Price was going down like really well, and my first target was here, and you know, as a first day on the account, obviously I want some drawdown, I want some buffers, so I extended. Horrible idea, and price flipped again. I'm pretty sure we hit a 5-minute gap here, or a 15-minute, and it just respected it. So yeah, there's a 5-minute here, probably a 15, and it just respected it. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll just place my stops at this swing high, lower high basically. And so that got hit, and I missed out on this move in like a 5R trade. Instead I got a 2.7R trade. So I mean, I'll take it. I'm still in the green. So I was like, okay, bet, I'm happy. Now on the higher time frame, there's still a bearish SMT even though we swept this already, and we managed to. Oh wait, I'll talk about this break even first. So here we're displacing really strong on the to go bullish. We had some retracement here. Ideally the entry would have been around here, but either way I would have hit break even here. Why did I go break even here? To be honest, I was just happy with my not profits. I was just happy with break even because we took this swing high, I just went break even, boom. I was like, whatever. And then we displaced lower. I think this is a 5-minute fill here. So I was like, okay, the 5-minute fill we respected. We're making another one. Maybe we respect this one, right? Like I said, you can be hindsight warriors, but yeah. So we filled the 5-minute, and we completely displaced higher, right? Within these two bearish candles, we displaced with one bullish candle. So I just entered off that, and I was thinking we're targeting these highs. So ideally it was something like that. But no, we took the L, and then I saw this. We took this L. We still had that high time frame bearish SMT, and another SMT, bearish SMT, has been created. So I was like, damn. Okay. This is just like our previous trade that we won. I'm gonna take this. This is a pretty clean setup. So ideally you would want an entry around here. I was thinking of entering around here. I was like, no, if if we're truly gonna go bearish again, let's at least fill this gap, this 1 minute gap, and then continue lower, which this is like the only really decent trade, I guess. I took, we tapped it real quick, and then we displaced lower immediately, and then I entered, and we were just targeting these lows right here. We still had the London lows as well, so I was just targeting all the way here until I just hit 1k. Spoiler alert, I got 1k today. These are just 3 MNQ contracts, but yeah, I guess you can say this is a reversal trade, but it's somewhat of like a continuation still, because it's a displacement, and we just displaced lower. Some people waited for this 15 minute. If you are a inverse fair value gap trader, this 15 minute got filled, and then we just continued higher. You could have took this inverse 1 minute, boom, and you would have won too. Like, I don't know. I'm still debating on which model to trade. Obviously, I like this model more. It makes more sense to me. Displacement, but I just have to work. I just have to work on not over trading, finding the real setups, and stop being blinded with these small micro displacements. You know what I mean? Like this, for example, we displaced lower. It's not as strong as I wanted it to be to enter, but I still took it, right? Obviously, it's hindsight. It's really all about market experience with this model, and I'm all for it. I like how I trade right now. Like I said, I just want to trade less amounts. So again, maybe tomorrow we'll continue to work on that. And honestly, this price action, if you're a continuation trader, if you're an inverse fair value gap trader, December PA is pretty good, guys. A lot of people have been saying, damn, this price action is trash. No, man, not really. But yeah, that is my trade for today. I'm up about $1,000 on the account, and let's get better. Let's get 1% better. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Deuces.